So iOS 15.7 just ended up officially coming out, which was very interesting because it's pretty much the latest and greatest software that you can go ahead and install. Now, I installed it on my iPhone 11 or iPhone 10R here, and this made me think about what is the next couple of versions of iOS 15 going to look like if we do get them at all. So with iOS 15.7, this was, as some of you may know, it was a bug fix update. It pretty much just brought in a bunch of different bug fixes, and for it to be pretty much that next major software, I mean, this could have very well have been an iOS, 15.6.2 type of update. So for Apple to go ahead and push this as its own iOS 15.x update, that's a pretty major thing. It was a couple hundred megabytes, and even from the release log here, you can tell there really wasn't a crazy amount going on with it. But this brings me to now, because we do have iOS 16 that just came out. So is Apple going to go ahead and push out iOS 15.8, even though we already have iOS 16 out and it's still being used on a lot of phones that currently support iOS 15? Well, in that case, it's 50-50. I don't know if we would necessarily get an iOS 15.8 update right now. If you remember with iOS 12 with the iPhone 6, that specific iPhone, ended up getting software support for a long period of time, but that thing actually ended up getting iOS 12.5, I believe. I think it was like a year and a half or 2 years after it was supported or after it was done. I think when iOS 14 or 15 was out, that's when iOS 12.5 came out, which was insane. So in this specific example, I don't think iOS 15.8 is going to be coming out today. I don't think it's going to be coming out soon, if at all. I think what's going to end up happening is iOS 16 is pretty much going to be the main focus for Apple's development team. What they're going to do is they're going to go ahead and focus in to make sure iOS 16 is as stable as possible, because that is the main version of software right now. But for phones like the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 7, the 10R here is pretty much Apple's going to push people to go and update to iOS 16 probably. But with the phones like the iPhone 7 and iPhone 6s, this is where things start to get interesting. I think they're going to do exactly what they did with the iPhone 6 and iPhone 5s back in 2019 when iOS 13 came out, is that they are going to continue pushing out updates for iOS 15 even when iOS 16 is going to be getting updates too. So if we take a look at exactly like I told you with the iPhone 6, that iPhone ended up getting iOS 12.4.3 or so on and so forth after it was done getting support from Apple, and that was for many, many years. I think the exact same thing is going to end up happening here. On iOS 15.7, it's probably going to get 15.7.2, 15.1, all these other ones. And then after maybe like a year from now, I have a feeling iOS 15.8 may actually end up coming out. Now, I could be totally wrong, but when it does come out, it's going to be a bug fix update. It's not going to be any crazy features, but what it's going to do is it's going to be specifically focused for the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 6s. So it's not going to be coming out to these specific iPhones like the 10 or the iPhone 10R. I think it's going to be focused more so on the iPhone 6s and 7, and then it's going to go on pretty much from there. So that pretty much covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.